Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Sheets, and we're going to take a look at the NBA lobbies for tonight, maybe the NHL lobbies as well. And then we're also going to try to, I don't know, maybe we'll, what just happened? Hmm. Maybe we'll do a quick look at wow, what just happened? Maybe we'll do a quick look at the golf slate, which, let me see what this looks like. Let me just see if the golf slate's looking like I can find this. 1 second, everybody. Mm. I think that looks good. Let me just update this to my. Actually, I'll look at this in a few minutes. Okay. Soft drinks are just a bucket when. Just 1 second, guys. 3 p.m. Dollar Phantom, 10 p.m. Sprite, 7:46 a.m. Coke. You're so free. Dollar soft drinks any size, gotta be Wendy's. People always say it is what it is until it isn't. And we're going to talk about the changes that I made in my 888 lineups. I just kind of I saw that things were not going my way. I had a kind of a dud in the first round of games, so I felt as though I had to pivot, and it worked out with respect to the fact that I did fade. I had to take Giannis out of my lineups, even though I thought he was kind of a lock. I had no choice. I mean, he was going to be 70% owned or 60% owned, and I was already had a dud in Brandon Miller. And then Bam, even though he had overtime, didn't really get anywhere for me. So I had to kind of take a chance. So I'll show you guys what I did in a sec. Hold on a minute. Just finishing up this golf projection run real fast so that I can at least have something to refer to. By the way, the game I'm concerned about is is on commercial anyway. And we'll get back to it in a minute. So I will show you what I did. Let me just make sure that I have my golf ready to go. Then we'll get right back into the NBA. Okay, that's done. We pull this up real quick. From the Lint Master Chocolatier. And let me upload this. We're only in the second quarter. Wow. Okay. Let me just upload this. And for those of you that don't believe that revenge is real and motivation is real, I will direct you to Klay Thompson. Okay. 1 sec. Okay. Let me pull up the 888 and we'll show you guys what I did. Okay, so I really felt as though I had to really go for the throat here. So I went a little bit crazy, but check out what I did. So I didn't play Giannis, and instead of playing Kalinga or whatever, the guy from Portland, I went the opposite way, and I played Robert Williams coming off the bench, and he ended up at 7% owned, and he has 26 at the half at 3,100. I don't think it's going to be enough, considering what else I have to do. But hey, at least I did something good. And the other thing is, you'll see, is I have just a full on like mega stack of this this Dallas game. I've got Curry, Kuminga, who needs to obviously get going, Luka, D'Anthony Melton. So I got them all. So the only guy I do not have in this idea is Clay. I just couldn't have anybody. Just couldn't have everybody. So we're going to see if I can't get these guys kind of moving here a little bit. Good thing is I do have 142 PMRs, and I have the two highest scorers probably left to go in being Curry and Luka. I will hope that Luka's going to get in sometime soon. He's kind of breathing heavily on the bench. Well, that's obviously not good. But Curry is obviously he's on pace for a nice performance. So if you're going to look and see who really just killed it, I mean, this guy's got 359 points. I mean, they're just, boy, oh boy. I mean, like Hero with 70. I mean, if you don't have that, you're just kind of out of it, you know. Jalen Johnson with 60. Wiggins, you suck. Just went up, just went full court and just like ran right into somebody. Bradley Beal is now good and not that great. 40 should be okay. Derek White with a 50. So maybe this isn't even going to win after all. So this one's got Klingon. He was 48% owned. He's got 8 fantasy points. So we did great with this decision, but it's just not going to be enough, I don't think. Plumlee, he smashed. It would be nice if Luka would come back in the game. But it doesn't look like it's in the cards. Let's see what else is going on here. So this is the BB Mon again. He's got another one. This one's got Kyrie and Allen. And so Allen busted. Sully Bro Chill, he's got 26 minutes. But it's going to be probably somebody like this. Like Hicks with Booker. Booker's done. This guy did go for the Robert Williams, so I wasn't the only one. Plumlee with the smash, but I don't know. I think I'm going to talk myself into believing I have a chance here. So I got all my guys in with Luka and Kuminga. I don't think I've melted in, but when Luka gets it going, man, he's tough. And then looks like a Curry assist. So we'll take this right to the half. Then we can breathe a little bit. But the good thing is it's a close game. I'm gonna probably need overtime, but I got the right guys to do this. With Curry and Luka and what are you doing, Curry? The turnover. Doncic from like 50, air ball. So Curry with a rebound, Luka with a steal, but then he's on the ground. All right, Luka on the ground is always not fun to see. He's going to be fine. Let's just see what these guys have now. These scores. So Luka's, he's tracking. Curry's tracking, you know what I mean? Like 24, get a couple of more so he can track. Melton's kind of out, but he's got his 15. Need to get Kuminga moving a little bit. You're fine, Luka. Little bloody lip never hurt anybody. But we're gonna need this one to get moving to get overtime. Can we do it? I don't know. But this is our hero, obviously, for now. There are our Williams with 26. He's already got. I love when you have 9x going into the locker room. And I got all 4 of these guys in here: the Melton, Curry, Kuminga, and Doncic. And unfortunately, DraftKings is faster than my actual TV. So I don't want to spoil it by leaving DraftKings on. Let's see how I'm doing on FanDuel. I don't think very well. The only thing that I did well on FanDuel was I actually did play Hero in the Monster, but that was it. Like Hero, I do have Clay here, but everything else is just kind of very pedestrian. So this is not going to do anybody anything. You're going to need a lot of points. Like this guy's got 404 and sundries. You know, he's got 404 with Draymond. You know, that's a big number. With the Green Fiend. So I have 4 guys, the 3 guys on the court for the Celtics for the Warriors. All 3 of them touched the ball, and neither of them got the usage. It ended up going out of bounds. That's actually a really bad beat. It's a bad kind of, you know, statistical beat. Curry to Wiggins. We don't want that. We wanted Curry to Kuminga. That's all right. Yeah, so it looks like FanDuel is not going to look so great here. Let's just see. Oh, there's Bobby showing up.
I just figured to jump on anything going on.
Yeah, so this is what I did. I was really bad in the first part of it. So what I did was I took Giannis out, and I put in Luka, and I went for this R. Williams play.
Yeah, I have a bunch of that too.
And he's got 26 at the half at 7%. And then I bid basically a full Warriors with Luka just stack here, hoping it gets going. You never know.
You got a lot of good PMRs.
A lot of PMRs, and I got the guys to make it happen. But there was a lot of scores earlier that, like, between Franz Wagner and Jalen Johnson and just all these guys putting up these numbers.
I have all those guys, and I'm still not going to get there. The truth is, if you don't have Hero, there's no chance to win.
And Hero, I forgot that. I have Hero and FanDuel in the Monster, and that's not going to cash.
Yeah, it's rough. I'm kind of
basketball's tough, man. It's just tough.
I'm kind of ticked off tonight a little bit.
But it's fine because listen, I'm all good. You know, I know what I'm rooting for. You know, I'm rooting, get a little overtime here, and you know, and just let Curry and Luka just keep doing their thing, and then maybe, you know, this is all I can ask for, right? I mean, like, they're in position, and they got the R. Williams. I love getting 9x in the first half. That's fun.
Yeah, and absolutely, and I mean,
long road to Tipperary, but you know, I'm just we'll see what happens.
Yeah, and it's the right ownership. The Miller one was unfortunate for you.
Yeah, that's one way of putting it.
I mean, no, it's
unfortunate I made such a bad play.
No. It's unfortunate.
He was lucky to get the 24, by the way.
Yeah.
He had 15 with like 4 minutes to go or something like that.
Yeah.
Something like that. And you know, here's another thing that I wanted to point out. You know, how, first of all, my observation is that $3,100 or $3,200 is a very, very low salary. And I say that because, you know, you got like a point guard that's going to start at $3,200. He can have just like a nothing game and still like kind of get there.
Yeah, but he was the wrong one. I mean, in the hindsight, the Ryan Rollins was just as the same play, and for some reason Rollins was 27% on versus 71 of Wallace, and I don't really know why. And actually, Rollins would have probably ended up with 45 or 50.
But he got hurt, right?
Yeah, he got hurt, and he still put up 36.
Yeah, I mean, Wallace, by the way, Wallace had like no actual real life points till like midway through the fourth.
Yeah, saw that.
But the point is, though, is that if you're going to just have the ball in your hands, you could have. I use Wallace as an example of why you should play guys like that, because he literally did nothing and still was fine. You know,
it seems like people Giannis didn't put up the night, whatever that happens. Sometimes it just is what it is. But the weird part is that more people didn't play Wallace and Rollins together. I thought that was going to be I thought they both were going to be like 70% on.
I had a bunch of that in other tournaments, but those were, you know, almost all of them had Giannis. So
right, same here.
So that was the end of that. So this box out thing, this isn't going to be enough. But listen, this is cashing, I guess. This one doesn't have enough to make up for that. So it doesn't have enough PMR, a couple of hockeys, whatever it is. So the sweat is if I can get motoring in this 888 and save the day.
It's possible. It's very possible.
Of course, it's possible. I got the two leading scorers left on the court. With Curry and Doncic, and and then we'll see what happens. That's it.
Yeah. No, there's no reason you couldn't get another, 130, 140 at least. It's probably not going to win it, but you might.
No, winning. I'll take a freaking min cash, save the whole day.
Oh, no. Is Robert Williams questionable now?
Oh, no. I just saw that. You got to be kidding me.
He was only supposed to play like 15 minutes tonight anyway.
That was it then.
Hurt.
Lovely.
So
you tell me the other guy's going to actually get there after all that?
Well, there's nothing wrong with the Klingon play. Just that Williams.
Well, he was 60% owned. That was all.
He was like 35% owned.
In this tournament, he's 57%.
Oh, in that one, yeah. That one, I think he was.
I deliberately worked everything to not play him. So
yeah.
Just because I had to. I had no choice.
Right.
So this would actually be kind of a bad beat.
Yeah, if I had the same thing.
He ended up getting 40 after all that.
Who did? Oh, if Klingon, the thing is, Klingon will get his in bunches anyway. Like, he's only just played a little bit because Williams was having a big first half. I think they were both going to get there. I actually have them both together a lot, which I didn't expect to do.
So I'm going to look at that. I'm going to look at Robert Williams. I'll check the Twitter here, but I know it. You probably hit it right on the head there.
I hope I'm wrong.
Oh well, they wouldn't put the questionable tag up.
Yeah.
If here it comes, Robert Williams. Wait. Well, I didn't say anything yet. I don't know. Nothing yet. I would have seen something, I think.
Yeah, it's weird.
There it is. Goes to locker room.
But it was that's like right before the half.
Undisclosed. Maybe he was just like tired.
Yeah, like
he had to go to the bathroom or something.
Yeah.
Sigh.
Well, it's not over. It's good stopping.
Yeah, but still, that's a bad beat because because then it's all going to go to the other guy now.
Well, they were both. I'm telling you, they were both going to get there anyway.
You think so?
Especially because, like, even just Simons being out, they can play double big against Minnesota because of Randall and Gobert. So I think they were both going to get there anyway. But that would be really unfortunate.
So I have actually. This is a pretty legitimate question. Like, is Curry going to start, being like 10K again soon?
He's not really been for a while.
I know, but he's got a couple of 60s. Maybe not. Maybe.
Yeah, but they're all. If you do it by that, then sort of everybody's underpriced. If you look at the high end guys, because
I guess so.
And the reason why everybody went to Booker, which made sense. I had Booker and Beal in pretty much every lineup. Or one of them at least in every lineup. Just because it's so hard once you take Durant and Nurkic out to not play them for me. So I went heavy on that one.
Right.
But and it worked, but it's not enough for me anyway.
Yeah.
It's hard to compete with these big ones.
So let's you want to take a quick look at the football?
Sure.
First look, just like we always do. Just first look. It's literally my first look. Okay.
I haven't looked either.
So first look, I'm looking at Kansas City Buffalo, right? But we'll go step by step here. So Green Bay, Chicago, that seems like kind of duddish, unless you think somehow the new offensive coordinator for Chicago will get Chicago rolling. So it's a lot to ask.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so Jacksonville, Detroit. All right, so we have a 13-point spread. Essentially, Detroit is probably going to be able to do what it wants here. Mm-hmm. So what does that mean? Does that mean 50 or does that mean 30-3?
Either way, it's going to be a tough one to try to argue for, unless you're going to stack the game. I think if you're going to play Detroit, you should play something from Jacksonville because there's just so many guys to guess from in Detroit now with Williams back and everything. Yeah.
Nobody at Jacksonville is particularly well. These guys aren't that bad. Vegas, Miami. This could be, and again, I see. I'm now in the minority, I guess. I actually think McDaniels is really good. I really like him as a coach.
I think that everybody thinks he's like a good game caller and stuff.
Yeah.
It's a little gimmicky and doesn't feel.
Yeah.
It's never really worked against good teams.
This could be again one of those like a game calling mismatch here.
Yeah,
I think Miami can put up a number here against the Vegas.
Yeah, I agree.
So I like them, and Hill is still too cheap at 7,400. Waddle will catch a ball one day, maybe. A Chain 72. Yeah,
so one of the most popular plays in the slate.
Who, A Chain?
Yeah,
I imagine so. Right. I haven't looked at the other running backs yet, but Vegas. I mean, you want to run it back with the tight end, maybe. That's okay. Jacob Meyer 57,600. Okay. Ooh, Rams, New England, Super Bowl, right? Super Bowl rematch.
Yeah,
with not a single player. Well, actually, no, McVay's still there, right?
We guess we still got Cup.
Cup is still there too.
Stafford.
Boy, am I stubborn? Do I want to go back to New England again?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. But these guys are so cheap.
I know, but they use 5 of them.
That's true. And I'll tell you, even Henry
were like KJ Osborne, who's their 6th receiver.
Even Henry was giving some routes up to Austin Hooper.
Yeah, exactly.
Last week.
It's getting irritating.
Cleveland, New Orleans. What is this game now?
It's a thing because of Jameis Winston. I think you could talk yourself a little bit.
Right, he's going back to New Orleans, right?
Yeah, it's just like the fact that it's in the dome. New Orleans got rid of their best cover defender.
Well, I like it.
I think it's looking at it right now. I think it's a sneaky game. It's going to be low owned, but I think it's going to be.
You think so? You think it's going to be low owned?
Yeah. I think people still
first look. I'm down with that, and Kamara is going to look really good again.
Yeah, maybe.
You don't think?
He's been pretty aggravating most of the year to roster.
Kamara, yeah, but I mean now he's had very little to compete with.
I know, and he still, I mean, he dropped the one that should have been like a 60-yard touchdown last week.
Ooh, you think this what's this Baltimore-Pittsburgh game going to be 45-38 or 10-3?
I just don't think Baltimore can play in a close game right now. I mean, play in a low-scoring game. I think Baltimore is a much better team, but I do think that Pittsburgh can score on them. So I think this is the obvious game to target for me.
It looks that way, huh? Ooh, they priced Pickens up a little bit, huh?
Yeah. It was a good move. And that's what you want, though. I think you want Pickens. And I would take some shots with the way that Baltimore plays defense with a guy like Calvin Austin or something.
This could be some serious revenge, by the way, with
Deontay Johnson. Mike Williams, by the way. He got his first touchdown catch. Maybe he's more involved in the offense against the bad defense. You got Deontay Johnson revenge.
That's what I just said, yeah.
But I don't know. They asked Mike Tomlin about it. I did see that clip, and he said he's not really a factor for them yet, so we're not really paying that much attention to him.
Yeah, that's even worse.
Yeah, I know.
Minnesota, Tennessee.
Yuck.
It's Ridley again, right? I mean,
yeah, sure.
Right? Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, why not?
Fair enough. Minnesota, the same guys as always. How about this? How about give the Jets one more shot?
I don't know if I've got it in me anymore with them. I know Arizona's defense has been better, but that was pretty brutal. I really thought I was going to make some money because I had hardly anybody had went through the first 7 games with like no red snowflakes. I had a lot of no snowflakes with that game just stacked to the nines. If they could have put up any kind of fight, it would have been a big one.
Got Joe Flacco revenge?
Joe Flacco, yeah, I guess so. He's playing with everybody now.
I think that Josh Downs again is going to be really popular, presuming Pittman's out again.
I don't think so.
You don't think he's going to be popular? You don't think he's going to be out?
People don't take receivers against the Jets.
They should.
Well, they haven't given up anything to receivers, really.
They haven't?
Not much.
Okay.
I mean, you see they're the number one team in football against the receivers.
And then the Adonai Mitchell again at 4,400 if Pittman's out. I don't know. I don't know what the weather's going to be.
Ugly games out here.
What's that?
Some ugly games.
Maybe. Atlanta, Denver. Ooh.
Yeah, why not?
Ooh. Bo Nix, sneaky been good, huh?
Yeah, good enough. And he had some tough matchups.
Oh, Robert Williams back in. Thank you, Slick. Thank you very much. Thank you for that. We'll pull that game up in a minute. What about this turkey?
Yeah, he looked like he was getting the work, and they must like him. If they won the game, I would feel better about it, but I think he is the running back one. I think he's probably going to be, you got to imagine he's going to end up being one of the most popular running backs, right?
He's got to be, right?
Because they moved him. I think he officially is their number one back after last.
Well,
week.
then the only thing I will note is that he doesn't have a target.
Yeah, but he hasn't been. This wasn't his role. Like
I know that.
Seems to be his job now.
Yeah.
At 4,500, it's just
4,500. It's 4,500.
Yeah, and I again would say that like Vele keeps he's getting more involved. But they spread it around a little bit too, other than Sutton.
Same question I have always is this game 13-10 or 35-32?
I have a feeling this is a high scoring one. This is
Metcalf's back in. Let's see. He expects him to practice, which means they probably expect him to play.
I think this is one we could go after.
Yeah, I think so. Both sides, right?
Yep. I actually like it a lot, and especially because like the pricing is kind of funky for Seattle. We'll keep the Seattle receivers low owned except for Metcalf and Smith and Jigba. Wasn't he the highest scoring player last week, other than Chase? I think
so.
And then on the other side, you've got the natural McCaffrey play, but you could play McCaffrey and Purdy together. I mean, we saw how much he throws it with McCaffrey. McCaffrey had some catches, didn't he? He had 7 targets. Yeah, he had 7 targets and. How many actual catches? It doesn't say for some reason.
Jennings has been doing well, but San Francisco all of a sudden is like really healthy though, you know?
Yeah.
Do y'all play Tyler Hero? Unfortunately, not as much as we
4%, not enough.
It
was pretty fluid. Did you see what he did though? He made 10 threes during regulation, but he made 6 in like a 5-minute period in maybe 4 minutes.
Oh, did he in the overtime?
In the fourth quarter, like just he was had like a nothing next to his name, and he was at like 28 fantasy points or 25 fantasy points or something in the fourth quarter. And he just went on a tear, hitting a 3 every time down court.
And then you have Buffalo, Kansas City. Then you have is Buffalo -2 or something?
Buffalo's -2.5. Good guess.
And everybody's going to try to play Buffalo. Everybody's going to try to beat Kansas City as the underdog again, huh?
It is weird that they're underdogs in some sense, but
they never lose. They literally never lose.
Right, but both these teams are like they're 2 of the best teams, but they're both flawed.
Like and both these teams, I would like take Detroit against heads up. You know, like
I would take the Ravens against them heads up too. When the Ravens are
for sure, but Detroit is like not the team you think of, right? Like
no, I think most people have Detroit as the number 1 team right now.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
So I mean, this game could certainly go to town, and you have what's his name? I think out. Keon Coleman is out.
Yeah, we don't know about Cooper yet. If not, we can go right back to Mac Hollins. You know what I mean? He's 30, whatever.
But if Cooper's in, I'd like Cooper.
If Cooper's in, I don't mind. Yeah, I still kind of like Mac Hollins. I think no matter what.
And you have what's his name? Hopkins still too cheap. I think 5,700. You have Kelsey, who's reemerged. I mean, look at this. He's back. It's like not that I don't. Maybe he never left. Right? Maybe it was hallucination.
It was just a hallucination. It happens every single year. We've had the same conversation ever since we started doing DFS about Travis Kelce not being good anymore through the first 5-6 weeks, and then he always goes crazy.
I mean, he's gone. Look at that.
It's just going to be what keeps happening too. And
20 points a day. 20 points a day, like it's nothing.
Yep.
And I'll tell you, and with Hopkins and and the weapons, it only helps Kelsey.
I agree.
I
agree, and it's
Kareem Hunt.
This could be the. I don't think anybody's going to play this game. It's got a very low total. I think people have a lot of respect for the Jets for both defenses.
And I think that Mahomes as a sneaky stack is a good way to go.
Oh, I'm down with that.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that these last 3 games in different ways can really get there. I mean, I think Seattle, San Francisco is probably going to be popular. But the only reason it wouldn't be is it because you said, I mean, the pricing is not exactly favorable.
For the Seattle side, except for Metcalf. So I expect it, like if you're playing, it'll be like Geno with just Metcalf. But I think if you play, nobody's going to play Smith and Jigba or Lockett. And on the other side, it's hard to know who to pair, whether you go with Pearsall, who had a first decent game, or you go just Purdy McCaffrey. Do you just go McCaffrey and Samuel with Geno and JSN or Metcalf?
Dude, Robert Williams is going bananas. Let's go.
This is awesome. Did he start the second half?
I don't know. It certainly looks that way, right? I hope he didn't. You know what I mean? I hope that this is like the beginning of his shift.
No, but it could still be any. Well, he still could mean minutes for him though.
Right.
Yeah, that's good. That's something.
Yep. So I'm almost in the top 1,000 now. I mean, we're almost. Listen, I definitely have more PMR than everybody. I gotta just like poke my head in somewhere.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, Curry and Luka still haven't. Nobody's taken the court yet over there.
That's right.
I mean, Robert Williams himself is just kind of like keeping me in the, around here.
You could get 60 more easily out of Steph and Luka, maybe more.
Yeah, sure.
You could get 20 more from Kuminga. It's possible.
And maybe another 15 out of sure, why not?
That all sounds pretty reasonable. And then you got Milton.
I can get in the money with that.
That's another 100. That's another 100 for you, just for something similar to the first half.
Yep. How many people played? 233 people. Yeah, I don't know what's going to cash in this thing. Probably like 320 or something like that.
I don't think it'll be quite that high. I think it'll be like 300.
You think so?
7 or something.
What do these guys have? Like this guy's got, dude, Klingon's not even in the game. I love this.
He'll be back though.
Stop that. Don't say
I'm
that.
telling you, I know what's happening here.
48% owned. We got to keep him on the bench.
I'm sorry. I know. I was so proud of my early take. I almost had a hard time pivoting off of him. He does have 4 fouls.
Dude, I'll tell you something else, by the way. This is my other entry.
It's foul trouble sheet, so that's good for you.
Dude, this is my other entry. This entry only has 24 PMR, but this is like close to the money, sort of.
Yeah, it's going to be a tricky one, though.
I got Curry.
That's true.
And most of the people that are alive here have somebody else, like Melton. That guy's got Curry. Yeah, maybe not.
I think 300 is 305-ish or something is probably going to be where it ends.
Yeah, but that puts this one in play. I mean,
absolutely.
Dude, if I can get both these things in the freaking money, that'd be a freaking legendary.
Yeah.
And this one's gonna with Giannis and Goga. This one doesn't deserve it. You know what I mean? Like,
something tells me we could have all just skipped and waited till 8 Eastern and just played from that. I know Hero, other than Hero, but like I still like that strategy because all that news. I mean, whether you like Klingon or not, obviously it made Williams a good play. So you play one of those guys, and then you'd be playing Plumlee, and then you have all the Phoenix guys. So I really think the people who waited are going to benefit. Although the one thing it's not going to keep them from winning the whole thing is the Hero game.
And this was my own kind of insertion here. I did play the John Collins after all, who was really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
He got 57, which I don't think I've ever seen him get 57.
Yeah, no, he was monstrous. He was in my build until the news officially with Ayton, so I'm a little frustrated.
Yeah. Yeah, so listen, we got some stuff to root for. So that's probably it with the football. I'm kind of into playing those last few games, the Buffalo game, the Seattle game, and then even that Atlanta game. Specifically the Denver side, but but these Atlanta guys are, that'd be interesting if that game kind of delivered, because Bo Nix he's been good.
Yeah,
he has been good.
He's got upside with the rushing upside for the quarterback. Yeah.
Yep. And
the Falcons are talented, but I still think they don't exactly know who they are. They're better defensively than they have been in years past for sure. But it's definitely the afternoon slate definitely is more appealing to me than the morning slate. I do think that Ravens Steelers game is going to be a good one to go for. But I mean, $7K for Pickens is not something we're used to seeing. And but you have Wilson cheap,
It's obviously not an ideal matchup. I mean, the Steelers are arguably have the best defense or second best defense in football, probably. I think that Mike Williams might be a play.
What team is he on now?
Pittsburgh.
Right.
He had the game-winning walk-off touchdown, but I don't know. It's either going to be him or Calvin Austin. One of those guys is going to have a game.
Tomorrow is a pretty busy day for me. I don't know if I'm going to be able to.
That's fine. I got everything.
No, that's fine. But the other thing I wanted to mention was that I wanted to do a golf thing, but I don't think I'm going to run out of time. But so I'll just kind of talk about it for a second now, in case I can't get there. The course is really favors short hitters. It's like the Brendan Todd course. Now first of all, you play Brendan Todd for openers, but we use that for descriptive purposes. I mean, you don't need distance literally at all. So you really want to play the accurate guys. And again, it's also one of those, who dunked that? That doesn't look like one of my guys. Now that's Jackson Davis. No, the Draymond Green to Jackson Davis freaking hookup is not what I need. That's the opposite of what I need. But I do like that it looks like no one's playing defense this half. That's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
So Curry passing to Melton, missing a 3. These are all very, very low leverage outcomes here. Like this is that could have been 5 points for the good guys instead of 0 for the good guys.
Yep. I said Clay would make 7 threes. He's got 4 already. That's
another one.
Guy.
Yeah, Clay is if you don't think like revenge or whatever motivation is real,
or something.
I submit this for your approval.
Yeah.
There's another one. Oh, that one was blocked. Yeah, I think this is turning into kind of like the Globetrotters. Like they're just literally keeping the ball up and down the court here. See what happens.
So I think there's something to be learned for the future of these NBA Cup games. And that is that the weaker teams, I think, play with more intensity and are trying to win harder than they did in the regular games. We already have the biggest upset of the season so far with Atlanta and Boston tonight. Detroit beating Miami, which, I mean, it wasn't like crazy, but, it is something. I thought Toronto actually like hung in that game more than they should have, and they just played terribly, but they played hard on defense. But I think it matters to some of these. So look at Portland and Minnesota right now.
So Atlanta beat Boston?
Mm-hmm.
That actually
9-1 dogs.
Okay, so
you don't get that very often.
R. Williams has dragged me into the top 1,000 here, and we'll have Kuminga coming off the bench. I mean, I would sign for all Flames in this last game, right? I mean, except for
I think it's very possible. Yeah,
we will see.
I mean, you're gonna have at least 2.
I'll have a sweat, and you know what's like annoying? I mean, it's weird. It's like DraftKings, their updates are so good that they're ahead of my TV.
I hate that too.
So I can't. So I can't. I got to keep DraftKings off.
Yeah.
I mean, I know what I'm rooting for here. And then what I do is like after like a couple of possessions, maybe I'll check, or maybe after a commercial or something.
It's funny. I love the Franz Wagner play, and I played it, more than the field did, but I would have played a lot more of it. I just didn't think the game would stay close. I didn't realize that he was going to be the entire reason the game did stay close. It was the Wagner brothers.
Yeah, Wagner, he's good, right?
Was that
Franz Wagner? He can score.
Yeah, he's a really good player. He's having his breakout. He was a huge.
Did he go to college?
Yeah, that Atlanta stack looks pretty amazing.
Did he go to college, Wagner, or no?
He went to Michigan.
He did.
Both Wagners.
Oh, really?
I'm
I know
pretty sure
Moritz
Franz was there,
Wagner did. I didn't know Franz did as well.
Mo Wagner was a good play today. Yeah, they both went to Michigan.
So 69-66. So there's no blowouts. This is what I signed on for. You know, that's what I'll say.
Did you see how Miami lost the game tonight?
I didn't see how they lost, but I was just happy they got to overtime.
It was the craziest thing of all time. It was they gave up a layup with like 1 second left, like 0.9 or something. I don't know, what, somewhere around there. And they called a timeout, which they didn't have. So they got a technical foul, and the other team made the basket to tie the game before, and then they get the free throws because it was the Chris Webber thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But it was actually Spoelstra who did it.
Dude, I got to tell you something. I don't think this guy's playing anymore. The Klingon.
Yes, he is. He's in foul trouble. He's totally playing.
Oh, is that what it is? Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, he's just been in foul trouble all night. He's got 4 fouls.
Because he hasn't played yet.
He played to start this half.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, and then he picked up another foul.
Oh.
That's why partly why the Williams thing is going so well too.
Okay. Well, we will. No pictures on the scorecard. I mean, we'll definitely take it.
I'd be very surprised if he doesn't start the fourth and play basically. Well, it depends on what the score is.
Well, yeah, it's a 17-point game.
Klingon's getting at least another 10. I'd be very surprised if he doesn't,
so?
unless he fouls out.
R. Williams with 38 fantasy points, and he's in the game. Give me 2 rebounds for the double-double.
Oh my God, he's not even at the double-double yet. That's huge.
Yep.
Nice little boost.
Yep. And Kuminga's doing it. Not Kuminga. Melton's, doing his thing. He'll get his 6x, 7x, something like that. He's out of the game now. But this all looks good. Kuminga's gonna probably come off the bench pretty soon.
This game has got a lot of time, man. This could end up really shooting out here.
It sure does. Sure does. Oh, so with golf, let me just like the guys that I was listening to Rick talk about this too. Like the guy who people might play because he was good last week, or they've been playing him, is the Rico Hoey, but apparently this is not the right course for him. So I'll kind of be there with that. Doug Gim, he's high priced, but he looks good to me. Wesley Bryan, I'll find time to do something with this tomorrow. I'll find.
I think Ben Griffin has a good week. That's my prediction.
Ben Griffin, he's 11-3.
He's 97.
Oh, okay. I have the wrong salaries here. Okay.
And that Matty Schmidt is really good as a golfer, so I would play him too. But there's
yes, that is true. There's another rebound for R. Williams. He's at 9. I think that they should. I think they should punish the Klingon for getting into foul trouble. I think that's a good idea. Teach him a lesson. Not that I'm biased or anything. I think that's what the coaching. That would be good coaching, I think.
My best lineup going is like all Flames, and I've got Williams, Klingon, and Edwards still going. So we'll see.
Okay.
We got Get Shrek is asking if you're going to do any more horse racing content.
Probably not. I mean, the answer is probably not. But every once in a while, if I'm in the mood and I just happen to be doing it anyway, and I remember, I'll put it up there. But that's I can't. There's certainly nothing going to be anything steady or anything like that.
Jesus, Williams is going to have a huge game. This guy is such a good fantasy point guy.
He is, right? He's what is he, like 2 fantasy points per minute, this guy?
Yeah, he's at 2 a minute right now.
He's getting steals,
That's
getting
not Melton,
blocks.
right? It looks like Melton. Wait, who is that? Oh, that wasn't who is number 32? No, that's not Melton. It's somebody else. Who is 32 for Denver? Oh, that's Jackson Davis. Okay.
Oh, for Golden State, yeah.
Oh, yeah, for Golden State. Sorry about that.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I'm seeing Curry with a couple of assists. I'm seeing whatever. Oh, there's a steal by the Jackson Davis. Oh my God, he's killing people. I don't have him.
I don't think anybody has him.
No, that's true too. All right, let me. I'm gonna upload these projections out because I had the wrong. It was so funny. You caught that. I had the wrong salaries. What I had was I put the FanDuel salaries, I think.
Oh yeah.
In the DraftKings sheet here.
That was like an old strategy that was like really common to use for me back in the day, and it worked really well. Was to
play
the guys on the opposite ones as if they were a different price.
The first well, it's a little bit different, but the first tournament I ever won, a Yahoo tournament, where I used the FanDuel projections, but I don't think that's saying much. I think it's the same scoring system.
Well, it's a little different. I mean, the prices are different,
right? So 76-66. Is Luka with the possible assist? No. Should I check the board here? Yeah, okay. So the one that's far off's got in 799th. Definitely needs to get moving. And this one's in 298th. Curry from like 50. No, he did not make it. But everybody's hero, Trace Jackson Davis, with his 37th rebound, I think. Yeah, this one's not going to work because the 19 PMR is going to run into too much resistance.
Yeah.
Oh, Curry, stop freaking complaining. He's trying to sell something. Ooh, Curry with the pass to guess who? Trace Jackson Davis. Oh my God, this is like a torture. Trace Jackson Davis with an assist to Draymond Green. That is not what we signed on for. Oh my God, and the Luka with the miss and the follow-up jam by Daniel Gafford. This is not the way these game stacks are supposed to work. Curry's going to shoot from 50 again, I think. Let's see. Oh, no. Luka with a steal, though. And a layup.
They're all going to get there for you. I'm pretty sure on this one.
That's something. Let's see. 79-70. All right, we have a timeout. So let's take a look and see what's what here. Okay, so we're in 312 and 776. The 312, 32 points ahead. There's no way that this one outscores the other one. There's no possible. I mean, it's possible. I doubt it. What else do I have going here that's cashing for something? A couple of hockeys. This box out is hanging on. This box out's catching up to the other box out, but not really. Yeah, this hockeys are just kind of doing nothing. Nothing really great going on in the lottery. I wonder how many points are winning the lottery here tonight. Let's see in the NBA. Well, I thought someone would get 400. They're not. Well, it's not over yet. Dude, meanwhile, R. Williams has not come out of the game at all.
I know. Incredible. I bet you can go to start the fourth, though.
I imagine so. No, he's still got the F there. He's still there.
But, oh, my God. Wow.
He still doesn't even have the double-double yet.
Just one more.
So yeah, everybody R. Williams. They're teaching the guy the lesson. Oh, meanwhile, look who might be getting there. Mike Conley, huh? Mike Conley, the fourth highest point per dollar play, ending up at 5% owned.
Yeah. And I'm still not sure it was the right play. I mean,
He's
Right.
still getting outscored by the other guys in the same price range.
Right. Everybody that's near the top has Curry and R. Williams going here. No, oh, look at this guy, 47 PMR with Curry, Thompson, and Williams. What has Williams played? Like 57 minutes?
He's only played like 23.
That's a crazy, right? It's like,
Yeah. Feels like more. 21 he's played right now, actually.
and there's no way that I can justify putting that game on.
And that game has so much time left, the Mavericks game.
I know. It's what is that?
It feels like it's going to be like 130 to 128 or something in regulation.
Where is this game? Where's this Portland game? At Portland? You're back in the day, like Portland, like back when I, was first really watching basketball in the 80s, Portland had like an insane like home court advantage.
Yeah.
They played in Memorial Coliseum. I remember their it was a small arena. Their attendance was 12,666.
Oh, really?
And every single day it was 12,666.
They still have great attendance.
Yeah.
Great fans when they just haven't been good in a little while.
And then even back in the day, Sacramento even had a good home court advantage.
Yeah.
When they first moved out there, they were originally in Kansas City.
Yeah. It is interesting. I'm constantly changing my opinion of who the NBA, because it depends on how good they are too. Like I remember when OKC was really good, that was a place that was really hard to play in. When Golden State, when they were playing at the old stadium, they were much harder to play than this. They say this one's much quieter. What is tomorrow there should be a lot of games tomorrow.
I'll tell you who's really good at basketball. Like Luka's really good at basketball.
Yes.
I mean, it's kind of a shame almost that like Jokic is like so good at basketball.
He's just there's going to be some real conversations if they win like a couple more titles, because
Oh my God.
It's pretty incredible what that guy does. And it's
when he's playing, it like reminds me of like when I would like play against like my little brothers,
yeah.
They hold the ball up. Hey, look over there. Nope, I'm throwing it this way.
That's crazy though. I mean, it's not like there's ever like, he doesn't really have like bad games, like, and he's never trying. He never forces anything. He scores if you need him to score.
He could average if he really felt like
he could average like, I mean, in today's game, he could probably average close to 40 because he's already averaging 30, and he literally is not trying to score.
Right.
Almost ever. He does it when he has to. That's what happens.
Yeah, what I'll do, I'll probably take this for another like 5 minutes. Then I'll get okay. Luka's out.
He'll start the fourth.
So Luka, yeah. So Luka's out. So I'm not rooting for anybody in Dallas. I imagine that Kuminga's either in or coming in. Let me see. Kuminga is in, so I can root for that a little bit. So I'll root to this for the end of the quarter. So I have Curry and Kuminga in the game. Melton is out. So these are my guys here. There's Kuminga. Kuminga drives totally out of control. Oh, he gets bailed out. So Kyrie fouls him. Get a couple of free throws. I think I get a couple of free throws. Let's see this call here. That's definitely shooting. I say definitely, but let's see. Yeah, it looks like he's on the line. And he missed a free throw. NBA's rough.
You're gonna make it. You're gonna make it with that.
I think so. We'll see.
I would be really surprised.
I mean, it's 79-74, right? So there's no blowout. You never know. It's 5 minutes to go with Luke in the quarter with Luka on the bench.
Oh, he might even come in before
Oh
that.
my God, he missed both free throws. I mean, seriously. But like you said, I mean, if I'm going to lose by 2 points, then whatever.
Yeah, I think you're either just gonna make it somewhere.
I'll just get there. Well, we'll see.
Yeah, you'll get there.
Let's see.
What's it at right now with the cash line? Let's project it.
It's hard to say.
I'm gonna say it's 305 ish, maybe a little bit less.
All right, Curry. Man, there's a lot of guys can play basketball. Man, Curry's one of them.
It's amazing. Yeah, if we just waited on the centers, we could have played either the Williams or the Klingon and with Plumlee, and then you just did gold mine. Plumlee put up 39. Okay,
so that's what I like to see. Curry with the assist to Kuminga. Now we're getting there. now the correlation is starting to rear its head. Let's see. Who is this from Dallas? Ooh, is that a steal or a block? It could be something. Oh, they call the foul on Curry? Maybe. Yeah, Curry with a nice pass to Kuminga led to a dunk. And the Kuminga, I mean, that's the guy I really need. He's like 1% owned in this thing.
Yeah.
That was a total hand build, just tilted. I just want to stack it. It was. But I made a mistake. I was thinking of doing the other thing. I was going to pick Clay instead.
Yeah,
which would have made more sense actually to get 2 Dallases, but instead of like 3 Warriors. But
yeah, but it would have been. I think we're looking at least right now. It's a similar number between Clay and
I'm 1%. So
Melton, yeah.
Oh, Melton too, right? So there we go, Curry. Okay, assist to Buddy Hield. 3 minutes to go. And then we'll at the end of the quarter we'll check the lobby and then we'll get out of here. Dallas drives. Ooh, steal by not Kuminga, but by somebody. Golden State. And then Hield for 3, no good.
I don't understand what FanDuel does here. Where like why does Jalen Johnson not have flames? He's not 11.
Well, what's the guy got to do, right?
Yeah, like why does he not? But the other guys do. Why doesn't Wagner?
How many real life points does Curry have here? Curry's got 64. Wow. Oh, he's got 9 assists, so he's got bonuses coming.
Yep. Yeah, you're looking. I think. Let me just see. I can't get you on my screen, so I can't tell where you're.
No, I'm not there yet. That's the thing.
But it's gonna happen.
So this is the one that I have the most points. This is the one this one might touch the money first if I get there.
Yeah,
but I don't think it could hold. If you know,
I think it's gonna be a rough one.
Yeah. Yeah, because this one, all I have is Curry. And what's he going to get? Another 20? I mean, at most?
Yeah, probably.
He's only going to play another 8 minutes, right?
Probably. There's always potential for overtime. It's amazing how often this game
overtime, it's only and free. Then,
that could actually be a thing.
Then I could actually start thinking about stuff. It's like.
Yeah.
Luka for 3. Ah, no good. Crap. Curry.
Well, Kyrie has been just
off. Oh, Curry, are you kidding me? Oh, God. Oh, he missed a layup. You kidding? And then he shoots a 3. No good. Oh, my God. What's going on here? Yeah, Curry's kind of lost his mind. He does that a couple of possessions in a row.
Mm-hmm.
But no, he's got 47 fantasy points. He'll have, he'll wait to have about 50 for when he takes his rest. All right, he's out now. He'll come in with like 7 minutes or something like that.
I think he'll come in with a little bit more depending on how close the game is. If they're up by 8, maybe it'll be 8 minutes.
Well, because Luka will come in to start the quarter.
Probably, yeah.
Oh, actually, Luca's in right now.
Yeah,
He
but
might
he's
play
also
the
got
rest
the
of the game though. From
Luca's
here.
probably going to take a break at some point because his groin injury thing.
Yeah, you could be right. He just made a basket. Swing it. All right, Kuminga for 3. This is so big. Yep. Let's
There you
go.
go.
1.2% on 3. We love it.
Well, how many points do you have right now?
I don't know. I'm going to check in a second. It could be a steal for Kuminga. I'm not sure how they give it to him. Swing it. Swing it around. Give it to Kuminga. No, somebody else. No good rebound, Luca, though. No, in 1 minute we'll check everything. There's 91-84. Vandals up the horror show.
It's amazing how many of the best lineups Royce O'Neal's in, and there's something about that.
Okay, so I hope they don't give Kuminga that freaking turnover because it went right through Looney's hands.
It's only half a point on DK.
That's true.
It's not like that full point on.
So Luca has 28 points. Rest of team 56. Here comes Luca. Oh my God! And 1 for Luca.
Okay,
that's good. I'm not looking yet.
I see you. I see where you are. You're in there. You're not in the money, but you're in the top 500. Oh, you were 500th exactly a second ago.
Luca's got 30 now, right? Plus the free throw.
Yeah.
46 seconds. Okay. Fourth player to be 5th all-time All-NBA. I don't even know what this is. In first 6 seasons. That's such a stupid statistic.
I think it's pretty amazing, actually.
Yeah, but 4 times in 6 years. Why?
Oh, I thought it was all of the years. No, that's weird.
I don't think they're going to give Luca that assist. They shouldn't, but maybe they did. So 15 seconds. Are we going to clear out for Kuminga here? No, it looks like Pukashevsky or whatever his name is going to take this guy. Looney comes out for the high pick. Terrible. And he's just going to take it himself and miss. No, he made it. Okay, so we'll take a look. So this one, this is the one that I have the most points in. This one is, is kind of rough, but it's got 288. And it's just got 6 minutes left of Curry. And then this one with 481st place, 55. We got to pass some guys. Okay.
You're fine though. You're going to pass most.
But we got probably 8 minutes of Luca, something like that.
Just on the projections alone, you have another 35, 40 points. And I think those projections are pretty conservative.
And then Curry, R. Williams is out. Okay, so probably the other guy's in now.
Klingon's been in, but he's only up to 15.
Okay. Well, maybe they'll bring Williams back in to close.
It's possible. And Klingon has 5 fouls. So you need a foul on Klingon.
Yeah, Klingon's got 15 and he's in the game. He has 4 points, 6 rebounds, 1 block, 1 steal, 1 turnover. All right, I'm going to get out of here. But good luck, me, and I'll see you. I'm out for 12, but it should be good for live later.
Okay, awesome. Sounds good, man. Good luck. Have a good night.
Good luck, everybody. Where is the? There you go.